So I'd like to introduce Jeff Magic. Welcome.
Howdy.
Yay! Jeff, you got to move a little closer to the mic so that people can hear you.
Howdy.
So you went on to something else. You read a book that really impacted your life. And as a matter of fact, he sent me a copy of the book, and the book was called The Game.
That's correct.
Talk to us a little bit about what that book is about.
Wow. If you ever have something that changes your life, I've never had a clearer moment in my life where everything in my life has just gone like tunneled, like went wide, and then like close, and then like your head spins, and just like, wow, I can see clear. I know what's going on with this world. I know everything. I understand now.
It's like the Bible.
Pretty much.
The Bible for picking up women.
Well, I didn't understand women or female psychology at all. See, I had been running around basically having women telling me, you know, here I am a stripper. I got women telling me I'm meeting women all the time. You're great looking. Your body's gorgeous. I was on steroids.
Right.
I had a V shape. I had a George Reeves body, right? Is that
Steve
his name?
Reeves? Steve Reeves.
Steve Reeves type of build, you know, V shape, 32-inch waist, you know, I mean, 17-inch.
But you couldn't pick up women?
No, I was dating fat girls.
Really?
It was due to a couple of things. I got rejected. I got rejected about 5 to 6 times in junior high school.
Can you let the guy talk?
Here I'm talking to George.
All the girls thought I was cute, like I won most handsome in first grade, stuff like that.
Right.
They thought I was cute initially, but because I was doing Michael Jackson and doing weird stuff for attention,
Right.
And I had
They
no
thought you were
social
gay.
skills. They thought I was gay sometimes. Yeah, I got Fagiola a few times. My last name's Ferriola.
Okay.
Ferriola. And like the combination just didn't work out. So I was too good looking for the fat girls. A lot of times they would reject me because they'd be weird. What are you dating me for? And the pretty girls, I'd kiss their ass and fall in love with them right away, and they don't want that. So I was kind of screwed in all ends. So I had no understanding of it. So here I am, 30 years old, walking around with like social skills of like a 15-year-old. And this is
Right.
part of because I have ADD. So we have a little more trouble picking up on social skills.
Gotcha.
I read this book, and I just realized all the mistakes that I had been making my whole life. So
Well,
I
give us
started-
some of the mistakes that the guys make when they try to pick up a girl.
Well, let me.
Like
tell
if you were going to approach beautiful Nicole over there, how would
That's the first
How would
mistake.
you approach? How would you
First
approach it?
mistake.
What?
I would never. I would ask her if she was a fat girl at one time. I would say no, because she has a really good personality, and usually, you know, fat girls are the ones that have the biggest and nicest personalities. Were you a fat girl in high school?
I was never a fat girl.
Well, the reason I say that to you is, no, the only reason I'm saying that to you is because fat girls usually have the nicest, most well-developed personalities because they have to rely on that. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you, you know, is that you have a fat girl's personality, and I think you're really cool.
All right, I'll accept that.
Like so,
That breaks the ice.
Oh, absolutely.
That's how it starts off right there.
Now, if you had a guy come up to you at the club and then start off like that, it's kind of different, right? Would you?
I
There's
would
banter.
probably
No, but there's
give you the
banter and
eye.
winking or whatever. Sure. And as we go and we progress,
You would continue. So what would you do after that?
Well, I'd bust her balls and teach her, and I'd be like, you know, what's up with the red hair? Did you have a fight with a lobster or something? You know.
So you'd insult her a little bit.
Well, it's really like the boy
Still
you're
what
pushing
kids
the
do.
edge.
Kids do that.
You go back to 5th grade. Whatever worked in 5th grade works
That's what I'm saying,
now.
yeah.
It's not really. It gives them a feeling like instead of always the ass kissing, you're pretty, because that's
Yeah.
what she gets all day. She just stacks that on top. I'm giving her something different.
Why does he want
You know, like I mean, I would be like, you know, doing stupid stuff like I go over here and I go, hey Nicole, how you doing? I'm sorry, what's your name again? Tortilla? Okay, nice to meet you. Stand up for a second. Her and her girlfriend here. Hey girl, how you doing? Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I mean, you can touch me, but you gotta buy me flowers. Yeah, listen, girl, you want to see a magic trick? Like I already showed them the card.
I would be so mad that he was just ignoring me.
Yeah.
Of course.
That's why he's doing it.
My ass right now. Now, I'm saying what I do is, you know, this is an old one. I don't know. But here, I mean, I'll show you the magic trick. Here, stand up for a second. They're at a bar.
Okay, this is in a bar.
This is how you get yourself in, so it looks like the girls that came to you.
Okay.
Spanish girls across the street, I like to see you try
How
that.
graceful a ballerina. Okay, now I've just stolen her seat. Now she'll
Okay.
stay there. She might joke and say, "Give me back my seat."
No, I
Now it looks like if you look here, it looks like I'm the man. Now normally, she's doing this to the audience, but normally
No,
they'd be a
I really
little
would
more
do this. No lie.
standoffish. And this is how it is. Now I look like the man. Now all the other girls are looking. They're seeing that I'm with an attractive girl. Now all the other girls are going to be more receptive to me because I have this going on. If I
Interesting.
walk around them, I say, "Oh my God,
You're
I
the
have-
alpha.
I have. That's
You're
correct.
the alpha male.
of the
You're the
group.
king of the jungle. You're the
Now,
lion king.
That's correct. You understand.
command every
Simba, be quiet.
You get the psychology, but no, what I do is I pawn them. I pivot, I pawn them.
Mm-hmm.
I say, guys, and I'm by myself most of the time. I've done over 1,000 approaches in a row.
So you're not like shy or anything like that. You
I've
don't.
desensitized myself to it. It's conditioning, just like with
Gotcha.
anything else. You know all about it. You've read psychology,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you can condition, you have brain plasticity, they found out about it. I'm sure you've done a little reading on it. I've caused my brain, that mechanism has been...
Mm-hmm. So rejection does not matter to you. You do not. It doesn't affect you.
It's there's no such thing as rejection in my mind. The way I frame it,
Mm-hmm.
is it's a learning experience. It's the next thing what not to do.
Gotcha.
Like Edison with the light bulb. The next way not to do something.
10,000 experiments.
So now, that's correct. Now, here we go. That's the man that reads right there. Now, what I would do is pawn them. I take the girls and go, come here, I want you. I'm with myself. I've done this a million times.
Yeah.
You've got to meet my friend Bobby. Because this is the fat, ugly girl.
Right.
You've got to meet Bobby. Bobby is fucking awesome. And he doesn't. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Okay, cool. So now what I do is, we're not going to walk because we're going to... Well, actually we can. Here, come on over here, guys.
Is she supposed to be following?
Yeah, of course, come on.
Yeah, you go.
She's
Maybe I won't,
she's so
see?
into it. She's a
You'll follow. He's got your girlfriend with him. You're gonna go.
Now, we're over here. We're off to see the wizard. What I usually do is, like, in a club, like this. No, not like that. See, you're trying to
I
get
wanna be
close.
close.
You like my jacket, I know. Now, what I do is, I'll say, all right, let's find Bobby. So we're walking. Now, what am I doing while I'm doing it? I'm building social proof. That means that all the girls and guys think I'm the man. Now, guess what? Because I've done this, when I go to open up the next group of girls that have seen me walk by,
Talk to the camera.
they will be, the next time that I walk past the group of girls that sometimes I nudge girls, like
Right.
sometimes I'll tap them like, hey, don't you, oh wait, I'll tell you later. Now I can open them later, because I got these two. Okay, boom, next group. Wait, your hair is, but the shoe, all right, we'll talk later. Now I can go back, because they're all warmed up. They've seen me with other girls, they know I'm not, the defense shields are down, they think this is my girlfriend.
Right.
They've seen that I'm, the status man, I'm the man.
Right.
I look like I have more money, more wealth. A man with other women on his arms is completely, the whole place is warmed up. I'll go around the whole venue. Any of the girls that I think that are hot, I'll tap on the shoulder.
So she might not even be the girl you're going after. You might just be using her to hook up with the other
I get
girls.
girls all the time. I'll get girls that are okay looking as soon as
Right.
I walk in.
What if the first girl likes you?
Well, it depends on how hot she is.
Yeah,
And if she
okay.
has a personality that I'm compatible
Do you
with.
approve?
If she does,
Is she hot
This
enough?
one? Do I win this one?
you have to be my personality, the way it works is part goofball, part, like if I fart, you think it's funny.
Hilarious.
Also serious and have depth. I like women that read and educate. I don't just go full of anymore.
So would you fart the first time you met a girl?
I fart always on the first date. I go like this, go 1, 2, 3, 4, go ahead. And then I let one rip, and they think,
Are you doing
I can't produce it.
I thought you could do it on cue.
I can't produce
I had
my
a friend that used to do it
No.
on cue. I had a friend that used to fart on cue.
Anyway, all right, let's go
He
back.
used to go over to
All right,
it.
quiet, Mr. G, for a second.
This is another one that you can do a lot with women that you don't know that well.
Okay.
That,
You're allowed to do that?
whatever. As long as you use experiments, you
Yeah.
can do things to them. Like I say, can I tell you something about lions and animals? You know we're Homo sapiens, right?
Absolutely.
She's giving me like the bedroom eyes, like I'm gonna, it's not working, honey, it's not. Just be yourself, I know you fart and gas. Bend forward, good, wait, go up and down like this, oh, good, you're good at that, okay. No, you take this like this, right, and you go, lions, and also our ancestors from...
That's the most
from
sensuous
doggy
part of
style.
a woman.
From doggy style.
Yeah.
Did you ever notice that lions grab the manes of the hair when they...
You're
Well,
messing up my hair
We
right
have
now.
that too. This version, I do some clubs all the time.
Yeah.
This version is this. Now, this turns her on right now. Unless
Is
she's
that
had a bad
turning you on?
experience. Unless she's had a bad experience.
Is it?
No, I'm actually saying you're really messing up my hair.
But unless she's had a bad experience with a man,
Yeah.
this is turning her on biologically. Or she has circuits in her brain that have that.
Okay.
I can do that with this too. I can say, listen, I do this all the time with women. I go,
Right.
This spot right here is a very, very erogenous zone. And the spot right underneath the leg. Now I'm touching her. She's getting turned on. As I'm touching her, you know
Right.
about this. Oxytocin is being released in her brain.
The love hormone.
She's becoming more attached to me, even if she talks to other men, because I'm
Okay.
touching her in places that all the men, I can make you say yes. Go ahead, count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Did that feel good?
Yeah.
Now, see, you can take this here, you can go like this, and go.
You can do that.
And you can really get them going.
Now, what if the girl gets pissed, though? What if the girl gets mad?
I've never had a girl get mad. She
Really?
had to have,
There is kooky people out there.
I haven't run into them. I've only gotten punched in the face once out of all the approaches. I've done over 20,000 approaches. Since
Really?
One time.
Why'd you get punched?
I said, the guy had psychological problems, he was 22, it was,
Oh, a guy punched you.
yeah, not a girl, it was a guy and a girl, it was last year, actually. I studied Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so I'm very fortunate that because I got knocked out, my body just went in and started doing the moves, but I was that far on last year, guy and a girl. And, no, I'm sorry, it was a beautiful little girl and two guys, about 22 years old. And I said, you know, like she has a lot of guys probably. The prettier they are, the more guys they have in their social circle. They're sitting
Right.
there waiting like dummies.
Like this guy, yeah.
Yeah, they're usually dating jerks. Like there's two types of pretty girls.
He did get her to come here tonight. That's a dominant move on his part, isn't it?
He's got free tips for me. Don't worry.
Get-
I got news for you. Listen, these girls here have two types of. There's two types of girls. First of all, there's friendly girls that are
Right.
pretty. And there's bitches. There's two types.
Right, which is easier to pick up?
Well, you see, pretty girls are actually easier to pick up than average to kind of pretty girls. Because super pretty girls are so intimidating, and guys are like
Nobody
so,
speaks to him.
that if they get a guy that can just roll up,
Yeah.
and totally be himself, joke with them, push them, take them in there, go like, treat them like, you know, go like this. Yeah, you're a fucking monkey. You know, that it's the teasing banter. It's that vibe. It's that play and fun. Is how you get women.
Has he ruined it already since his...
Well, he's digging himself into what's called the friend zone. He's an orbiter.
Yeah.
And there's about 5 to 10. The hotter they are, the more guy friends they're fucking themselves by not getting sexual. So you either go in too quick with sex,
Right.
first, second date, don't do it. If
Right.
you want to make them think if you want to have sex quicker,
Right.
take them out to 4 places instead of 1 on a date. They'll think that they know you longer because they have more memories. And they'll backwards rationalize it when they're in bed with you.
Really?
I'm not kidding you. You'll have sex with them in 4 hours instead of 10. I've done this over and over.
Now, what if you screw up with a girl? Like, right, like you didn't handle
Now
this...
you're in damage control.
Right, can you redeem yourself from that? Can you
Depends
come
on
out of it?
how far.
How far is he right now?
I don't know how long you've been on her.
About a month?
Is he?
You need to be very direct and just be like, look, all this was bullshit. I've been secretly, you know, like, I don't know, pawning myself off to you as a friend. I really want to.
Hey, it started with the booty pants.
Dude, you gotta make
Booty
it
pants.
Can I say how I started with this girl?
You gotta start physically, you gotta say, look, we're done. Because she'll get so comfortable to your nature of being non-sexual, she'll start to see you as a brother. See, we always want to screw girls because we're men. Doesn't matter if it's 10 years. She'll get so comfortable with you being, you'll be like a brother to her. She'll like, ew.
Yeah, the thought of that would
Once
be
you're in the friend zone, that's it, you're done. You are done. Now, there's a couple other things that guys don't know about. You guys can have your own comedy show. You can bounce off each other well.
Yeah.
There's one other thing that guys don't realize about girls, the 90-10 rule.
What's
When
that?
you meet a woman and you roll up to them,
Yeah.
you can't go into the normal, hi, this is what she gets all the time. The first thing out of the mouth, God, you're beautiful. God, you have sexy legs. All the time. She doesn't even hear it anymore. She's like, ugh, please somebody make fun of
Is
me.
that true?
I can get in better.
It's true.
with
Okay.
a-
I hear it constantly.
All right.
If I could get in better with a little bit like you look a little bit like Bill Cosby, especially around the eyes. I really like your eyes, especially the left one, more than I could by telling her. I'd actually get it better pissing her off a little bit than getting her like being a friendly guy.
Yeah.
You guys think because you're taught if you want to have friends, how do you get it? Be nice. If you want to have a pretty girl, supersize it. Be super friendly. No, that doesn't work. So they usually date jerks because jerks have this like I don't give a fuck attitude. They call them back in 5 minutes. No, yo, I'll call you back in 5 minutes. Click, I don't call him back for 2 days.
What would you do if he did that? Would you
Take
mess?
everything.
Yes.
Take
I will
everything.
be.
But you'd still, would you go back out with him though?
Oh yeah.
At least she's honest.
Take everything that a
I'm
hot
like, you
girl
cannot
does.
reject.
Take everything a hot girl does for you and turn it around. It's called flipping the script.
Right.
And it'll work. It's whatever they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they do back turns. And I think I like what you're talking about right now. You're joking around a little bit, whatever, but they feel it. They feel it. You have your back turned to them.
So you're rejecting
You
her.
know, there's a prettier girl, you can run a jealousy plot line. Jealousy will get her going, her heart will pound, she'll start having adrenaline rush. And if that girl's prettier than her, she's going to be affected by that.
Mm-hmm.
I might even have that girl sit on my, or bring her over and be like, this is my friend Samantha, blah, blah, blah. If I have a good enough personality, she thought I was funny, if we
Right.
laughed and we bonded, she's not going to say goodbye. It's just like if I introduce you to a hot blonde with big tits, I'm like, can you magically go, Dave, can I say, you're not attracted to her anymore. Can you stop yourself from wanting to have sex with her? Of course not. You can't, Joe. If she's attracted to my personality, she can't stop it.
Right.
There's no way. It's not you.
What's
The 90-10 rule is so important.
all right? Tell us the 90-10 rule.
You have to do 90% of the talking for the first 5 until the hook, until they want you. When you first walk up to a group of girls, they're so used to. They're there for attention. Like they're backwards rational. They have a. We actually have a replication circuit. Our first thing is survival, and then
Right.
replicate to reproduce.
Reproduce.
To spread our genes.
Okay.
That's all. Once you do that, you're good.
So you're
for
saying
that.
that's a basic, like, inbred instinct that you
1,000.
cannot...
You cannot. Once you're 12 or
Can't resist
13,
it.
it starts kicking in.
All right.
And for girls, they wind up having sex at 15, 16. Their procreation stuff starts kicking in, and they just go off, and they make themselves as pretty
So
as
what you're
possible.
saying is you need to know the rules, essentially, of the game. And once you know the rules,
That's
you
it.
can manipulate the rules to your
You always
advantage.
want to have an edge to your personality, because then you'll have an emotional impact. Like, you want to hit this girl where she's like, boom, and she's like, I can't stop thinking about that guy. And when you call, I mean, I've called her lizard head, banana brain, muffin face, whatever. She knows. I've called her 1,000 names. I'm like, hey, what's up, lizard head? She's going to know out of all the other guys that said, hello, I don't even remember her name. What is it? I got Nicole. It's like, here's the 90-10 rule. You walk up to a bunch of girls, you have to be able to do 90% of the talking. Because girls, you can't just think that they're going to run with it. Here's what she gets most of the time. She goes to a bar or club. She knows she looks sexy. She's nervous at first. She has a couple drinks. She gets pumped up. Her ego gets pumped up slowly by more and more guys hitting on her. And then she starts to strut her shit. They start doing bubbly dancing. And then her girlfriend's cock block her by pulling and going, I got to go dance now because her ugly friends are jealous. Now, listen. Here's what you do, girls. You walk in. And you can walk and be like, hey, what are you guys doing over here? Man bashing? Whatever. Just break it open. Hey, what's going on? High five. I'm Jeff. What's going on? Home slice. Blah, blah, blah. And, she's giggling already like a baboon. So, you see, and she's laughing again because this is what's going on. But the thing is this. You got to do 90% of the talking until you get to the hook point. The hook point is when they want you to stay, not leave. When you first go up, even if you're good looking, they're not sure if you're just like a good-looking guy with like nothing to say or you're really cool. When they find out
What if
you're
you're not a good-looking guy, though?
That's the thing. This is what I wanted to tell you. You can look like... Did anyone watch Sex and the City? Do you remember Harry? When he sat on the couch naked? Did anyone ever see
No,
Harry?
but what if, like, Magnus goes? Not that you're a bad-looking guy, but what if Magnus... He's a little eccentric. What if he goes up to... How is he going to approach a girl? Yeah.
Well, what you do is you take him and you turn him into the coolest, nerdy version of himself that he can be. You expand the range of his personality by working with me little by little.
So-
it takes about 6 months to a year for someone like him.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much, like...
Well, it's psychology. There's
So
a lot of
he need to do
psychology.
6 months with you.
There's a lot of
'Cause
cognitive behavioral
You
therapy.
teach this stuff.
Well, yeah, you could take, but there's a subset of women that are going to go for him that like geeky
Really?
guys. There's a
Really?
subset of guys that there's only a subset of women that will find guys that are this big attractive. There's a subset for fat guys. There's some guys that like fat girls. There's some guys that like skinny girls. There's some guys that like bubble butts, black girls.
Nicole, do you like the geeky guys or the muscular guys? Or
You're
the,
putting her on the spot right now.
Well, I
That's
wanted to know-
social. There's always social
Yeah, but he
pressure
may
right
not be
now.
attracted to her neither.
She can't answer that honestly.
No, I'm just saying what type of guy she goes
He's
for.
going
okay.
for the
I can
girls
answer.
he's
I
attracted
like
to.
big guys.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
guys with bodies.
All right, so he's right. That's your category.
That's my
Okay.
category.
Now, in this suit, do I look like a big guy to you?
No.
Okay. No, I was expecting that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.